Alright guys, this video is going to be no editing because my video editor seems to not be working, so I'm going to do this all in one shot. Let me know if you like this better, because if you do, I will do it all in one shot. But if you like it with those jump cuts in between, I will go back to that. I just got to find another service. Anyway, we learned a lot in week 1. Obviously not enough to overreact about anything, but like I said, the Bills defense sucks, the Raiders suck pretty much. I don't want to overreact, but I predicted that in the beginning of the season. I'm guessing that's still going to go. The Jets won 48-17, which I watched every snap. I was really impressed with Sam Darnold's poise. I'm not going to overreact on him or the offense yet, because the offense is full of new pieces than it was last year with Isaiah Crowell, Terrell Pryor. I even call Quincy Enunwa a new piece because he didn't play all last year. You got Sam Darnold. You got the offensive line had a couple of new pieces. The defense, I will overreact on. I think the defense played really well. Obviously, they're not going to get that many interceptions as they did. I mean, it's like the first time in 68 games that the Jets got an interception for a touchdown. But I know they're quick. I know they're fast. They've gotten pressure on the quarterback. I'm very interested to see how they do. I thought they would be a top 15 defense going into the NFL. I think they can definitely be that because they're a year older than last year. They're still really young. They're definitely fast. They're a little smarter than last year. I think you're going to see that their defense is going to be the core of their team, with Sam Darnold really figuring out if we can be even close to a playoff team, or if we can't, we being the Jets. The Vikings are the Vikings. They're great. Kirk Cousins seems to just go into the swing of things. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback right now. I don't care what anyone says. Tom Brady is a close second. But I think Aaron Rodgers right now is the best quarterback, has been the last 5 years. The Saints, their defense wasn't as good as all the analysts said. I should have really thought back to what they were last year. They were good, not great. They let up a lot of points to a lot of different teams. The Bucks, I would never have picked the Bucks to win. Fitzmagic became Fitzmagic. You know, he could be Fitz-terrible, which is a terrible nickname, but he could be awful next year. So you never know. Next year, I'm sorry. He could be awful next game. So you never know. And it's just, you never know. I mean, he's up one day, down the next day. He played really well at, 36 years old. So I'm really happy for him. I'm happy for the Bucs to win that game. It gives time for Jameis Winston to come back and start, even though Fitzpatrick, while he was playing on the Bucs last year and this year, has played better, and the Bucs have done better, even though when Jameis Winston was out. So food for thought. The Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers tied. The Steelers have to get their heads out of their asses. The Browns are... Tyrod Taylor sucks. I don't care what anyone says. He's really not a good quarterback. He kills the Jets every year, but he's not good. So I don't expect them to really do anything. They're going to be better than last year, of course, but they're not going to do anything. The Steelers should get back on track. Like I said, they'll be 10-6. The Chiefs look like the real deal with Patrick Mahomes, but I'm not going to overreact. Chargers, again, not going to overreact with them. Phillip Rivers looks great, like he always does, but their defense couldn't stop anything. Tyreek Hill is a beast. So, look, we'll see what happens. Here comes my week 2 predictions. That was a little bit of a recap of week 1. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking up just to make sure I'm picking the right games. I'm going to go first game, obviously, the Thursday night game between the Ravens and the Bengals. Bengals played pretty well last week. Andy Dalton played well. He's a good regular season quarterback. Joe Flacco scored 1,000,000 points against the Bills. The Bills have, in my opinion, the worst defense in the NFL. Cincinnati is favored by 1 point as we speak. They are at home, which means that Las Vegas thinks that they're actually a worse team because they're not at least 3 points up at home. So I think I'm going to pick the Ravens this game, even though the Bengals played a better team last week. I think the Ravens are a better team overall. They have a really good defense. Joe Flacco played very well, even against a bad team, which you did not see the last few years. You got Alex Collins in the backfield. You got a lot of weapons. I just really like the way the Ravens are structured. The Bengals have always been like the angry stepchild of that division. They've always been annoying to deal with, but it seems like the other teams, the Steelers and the Ravens, seem to beat them more often than not. So I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this game. You take the Ravens +1. Next game I'm going to go over is the Jets at home versus the Dolphins. The Jets started out -1, and then it jumped like 3 hours in to -3. The Jets look great. Not going to overreact, but when's the last time you see them score 48 points in a game, period? The Dolphins looked good in that 900-hour game against the Titans. I think the Titans are going to be a playoff team, so it was a good win in my playbook. But I think the Jets are just faster. They're younger. Tannehill, I know, is more experienced quarterback, but I'm way more scared of the Jets defense than the Miami defense. I like Isaiah Crowell. Like I say, if you are good on the Browns, you're going to be good on any other team. And he was decent on the Browns. So you're going to be good on the Jets. The Jets are a better team than the Browns. I think Miami is not going to be much more difficult than the pass rush that the Lions can give with Ziggy Ansah. So I'm going to take the Jets to win this game minus the 3 points. I was not going to do that, but after what I watched last game, I don't think this is an overreaction. I think they win a close game against Miami at home. They're going to pound the ball. They're going to play good defense. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I think 21-17. So 21-17 Jets win that game. Next game I'm going to go over is the Chargers versus the Bills. I know the Chargers, I'm really high on the Chargers. I still am very high on the Chargers. The Bills, I'm very low. I think they're an awful team. Nate Peterman will definitely, in my opinion, not start. You'll see Josh Allen start from the beginning, which is the right decision from the Bills. LaShawn McCoy did nothing last week. You got the Chargers with Phillip Rivers, Keenan Allen, a great receiver quarterback combo, one of the best in the league, probably top 5 or 6. You got Melvin Gordon, who's going to play a better game than last week, even though he played pretty decently. The Chargers are just a better team. They actually have a kicker, so I'm going to take the Chargers going away to the Bills, and I'm going to take them minus 7.5. If it was a little colder weather, I probably would have taken the Bills plus 7.5 because the cold weather means more running, less scoring. But since it is still warm, you take the Chargers, you take them minus 7.5, and I think that's a pretty clear-cut pick. If you are in a survivor pool, no matter what, I'd pick the Chargers for this game. I'm pretty much going to pick whoever's playing the Bills every single week, unless it's a bad team. But yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm not going to go over the Green Bay Viking game because I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is playing. So that's a really hard game to pick. It's pretty much a coin flip. I stay very far away in betting, but that's a game I definitely watch if Aaron Rodgers is playing. Those are, in my opinion, the 2 best teams in the NFC. Yes, better than the Eagles. So I like these 2 teams a lot. If Aaron Rodgers is playing, it's a coin flip. The Vikings are my Super Bowl pick to win the Super Bowl, but I could see the Packers doing the same. So it's going to be a really close game. I'm not going to pick that game. The next game I'm going to go over is, I'm looking, the Steelers versus the Chiefs, and the Steelers are at home. I have a hard time with this game, and I like staying away from it when it comes to betting because the Chiefs played really well last week. The Steelers played really awful. Now, will the Steelers' heads get out of their asses? Probably. I like Andy Reid as a coach a lot. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Patrick Mahomes looked really good last week. Tyreek Hill looked amazing. I think the Steelers are not as good on defense as people think. I'd probably pick the upset. I'd pick the Chiefs to win this game. They just look better and they look less distracted than the Steelers do. I don't love Tomlin as a coach. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. He's like Mike McCarthy, in my opinion, when it comes to like the level that he coaches at. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I'm going to pick them plus 5. I would not be surprised if the Steelers win this game because they got a lot of weapons. James Conner played great. Antonio Brown played good. Ben Roethlisberger played pretty good. I mean, he threw for a lot of yards, but he wasn't really good with clock management. Yeah, this is a toss-up. I don't know why the spread is 5 because I definitely take the Chiefs plus 5. But I'll take the Chiefs to win this game. And the last game I'm going to go over is the Giants versus the Cowboys, my 2 arch nemesis, or 2 of the 3 arch nemesis of my team. Well, not really, because the Cowboys aren't, but I hate the Cowboys because of their fans and just them as an organization is awful. The Giants, I don't really hate the Giants, but they are like my big brother when it comes to the Jets fan. And, well, the Patriots are a nemesis too. But I'm going to take the Giants to win this game. I don't like Eli Manning. I think he's done. I think Odell is holding him by his shoelaces, carrying him. It's ridiculous. The Cowboys are just not good. Now, the run defense for the Giants is not great. So Ezekiel Elliott is going to be the reason why they win the game if the Cowboys win the game. But the Cowboys are favored by 3. I don't get it. I guess they think they're even teams because the Cowboys are at home. I'm picking the Giants to win this game. OBJ had a great game last week. even with them only scoring 15 points. Saquon Barkley did not have a great game. He had a very good game. The reason why I make that distinction is he had that one really long run, and then he had very short runs, like 2.5 average. So I don't consider Saquon Barkley, I don't think he's ever going to be a great running back. He's going to be a very good running back that doesn't pound the ball and get first downs. He makes that big play. He might have 2 big plays and have a great, unbelievable game, but he's not going to be that guy who just keeps getting you first downs. I like Saquon Barkley. I have nothing against him. I think that running back definitely has a place in this league, but he's never going to be great, in my opinion, unless he gets a little bigger or he learns how to run through tackles better. It is his rookie year. I'm being a little hard on him, but yeah, I like Odell Beckham Jr. I think Evan Ingram's going to have a big part in this game. The Cowboys have no defense, in my opinion. Their offensive line is not great. I think the pass rush of the Giants are going to get to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I am so down on. It is unbelievable, which is why I'm picking the Giants to win this game, because I'm more down on Dak than I am on Eli. Dak can't throw. Eli is like losing it, but he's not lost yet. So Eli will be able to win this game for them. It'll be close, but the Giants will win, like, I don't know, let's say 24-21. Giants win that game. So those are my picks for this week. Those are my predictions. My picks will be in the description below as I post this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and comment. If you didn't, please comment. Let me know what you think of my picks, and have a great night, everybody.